5, and I'm getting up very slowly because there's cords.
Oh, I thought you didn't want to like hurt yourself.
Well, that too. And I'm very blue today. Baba dee, baba da.
Am I the only... Okay, totally off topic, but am I the only millennial that's legitimately pissed off about that I don't even know who sings that new song where they stole... And the song's name is Blue, yeah? They stole Blue, and it's like, yeah, I'm good now. Yeah, I'm feeling all right. About to have the best fucking night. It's Blue, goddammit.
Oh, the
song, yeah.
The progression.
Yeah. Well, it's the whole song.
I guess I have not heard it.
Well, I heard it in its entirety. Well, most of its entirety, because it was actually the official song of the Royal Rumble this year. Like, WWE used that song. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, what the fuck?
I wonder if I think our mics are okay. They're registering.
We should. Well, I got the old notification.
I messed with the settings last week.
I messed with the settings.
We have audio.
See, all that is just these mics picking up my voice double.
Yeah. But I think these have, like, something not necessarily built in, but they're designed to not have that weird echo. But anyway, this podcast is brought to you by Stevie Wicks. More on them later. There's something special tonight.
So, if anyone watching is a new sub, welcome, and we appreciate you subbing and checking out our content. We are not very professional. Our shorts make us look a lot better than we are.
This is true.
And it is what it is.
But, it's not just us, though. Like, really, like, if you watch, not saying Ben Shapiro's not professional, but, like, his shorts are far more interesting than the entire program, which is just kind of, that's what the medium is.
Yeah.
Which is why shorts content does so much better. Dude, I don't know what it is, man. These chairs, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm fat. I'm fat, but these
why
don't
do you think I've been rocking a hoodie?
I know, man, but these things don't do me any favor. I don't know what it is. Every video, and this is a testament to how much I care about the channel, because, every time I edit a short, I'm like, God, I look terrible.
He's just like, look at that gut.
I am, and, look at the middies.
The middies? Oh, okay.
The man titties. I think I just need to lean forward a smidge, because it's not perfect, but it's better.
You got to lean in there like the guy at the bar.
Yeah.
Hey,
show that side profile there.
You come here often? Have you been to the beach?
Excuse me. Which direction is the restroom? Is it over there? Perhaps it's on the second floor.
Oh, oui.
Or maybe it's in the basement.
Oh, this is starting out great.
Yeah, this is wonderful. I also going to preface with I am extremely tired today, so
yeah, that's okay.
If ever I'm going to sound stupider than normal on this podcast, it'll probably be tonight.
It's from Jupiter.
All right.
Why is McDonald's Coke so good?
I can actually answer that question for you.
It's because they refrigerate their semen. Totally meant to say syrup.
Oh my God. It's so funny. It's coincidental because, as I've said, I'm rewatching South Park in its entirety. And it's so funny you mentioned that because I just, not 2 days ago, watched the episode where the kids order the sea people.
I forgot about that episode. And they legit have a colony down there and they worship Eric.
Carmen's like, I got all most of it from some guy in an alley. I had to, no, I didn't even make me pay for it. I just had to suck it out of a hose.
That is so wrong, but so funny.
Oh my God, it's so bad.
Come
on, I need more semen.
I know we're off subject, but we're not really even on subject. But when Cartman found, I think it was either Eric's mom or Stan's mom, a tampon, and it was all bloody. And he's like, it just looks like something you look through. And then she's like, no, that came from me. He's like, oh! I shouldn't have done that. He's just a boy. Poor little failure. That's hands down probably the greatest thing on South Park ever.
I laugh at the things that I find hilarious are so different now than when we were younger, which is why I think I can really appreciate South Park, because the show is hilarious, but Like when we were younger, we watched it for the raunch factor.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, this show's just fucking hilarious.
And speaking of this show, that segues us right into our first topic, censorship, because stuff like what we watched back in the day can't be shown today. What's that video I sent you the other day? MXC, remember that show?
Oh yeah.
Most Extreme Sports, where they were from another. I want to say it was
Japan.
Was it Japan?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it was Japan show, but Americans dubbed over it, and it's so funny. Hi, I'm Karen. I'm a middle-aged man. I got no wife.
It is a really funny show.
But anyway, so like,
oh yeah, you couldn't
just
do that.
The jokes on there, you know, and just how they got hurt in the show. That was so good. It was a great show. This definitely is gonna be a tough one.
This one's taking a turn. And I don't know about you, but I'm sober. I'm just tired.
No,
no, he's not.
Censorship. Censorship.
Censorship.
I don't know. What do you think between 5 years ago to now?
I think it depends. Certainly on the internet. The internet's far more censored now than it was. But at the same time, it's not the entire internet. It's just the major platforms, which would kind of make sense to a certain extent, because more people using it, the more likelihood children get on a certain place. But something like YouTube, that's kind of inexcusable still, because you can, regulate content. Like every time we upload a video, we have to say whether it's made for kids or not. And then comments are disabled on videos for children, which I actually agree with. And yeah, there's ways to protect children and still protect speech.
Yeah, because definitely YouTube has a big problem with speech.
They do, however, I think it's not that it's overblown, but I think sometimes people do overblow a particular situation. Now, one of the times I enjoyed, which this isn't YouTube, this was Twitter, was that episode of Joe Rogan where he had Tim Pool and then a couple of the Twitter execs on.
Yeah.
That was phenomenal.
Tim went in on them. That was really
rightfully
good.
So. And then now that the Twitter files have been released, which I don't know very much about what's in them, but I do know it's blown the lid off some stuff.
Well, I mean, they've got these files, so it's like it's time to get to work. I mean, and if any Republicans out there, in Congress or anywhere, it's like if you guys want to get something done, now's the time.
If you guys want to get something done, have Elon Musk be in charge of it.
I heard he's struggling because of the term. What I can't remember what it is. His loans are coming due, and it's like crazy interest or something like that. I don't know.
I thought he sold stock to buy Twitter. I could be wrong. I don't know.
I thought he did too.
I thought he did too.
But apparently he got loans. Apparently I just threw my phone. You know what I'm talking about? Oh,
I didn't know about the loans.
Fuck this phone.
Yeah, fuck it.
I don't know. Anyway, let's just, yeah.
Well,
So,
speaking of
he's having
censorship,
trouble.
though, it's worth getting into, even though I think there's only one video on there now, is we have bowed to, not a lot of pressure, but we bowed to some pressure. We are now on Rumble.
Yeah.
There's one video so far.
Just one video. We had to test the waters and put one before we go and load it on there.
I still think we should put the
Yes,
canceled
yes,
podcast
our
on
canceled.
there.
Flying Delta.
Flying, yeah. I'm sorry, that was
Masks
a good podcast
required.
too.
That was a good podcast.
That was a really good one.
And of course YouTube took it down because
And
of misinformation.
I'll be honest. I believe that was honestly a very fair and nuanced look at something that was going on.
We never said either or. We made sure to let them know.
And if we did say something, we prefaced like we do all the time is, I'm not a doctor. I just played one on the internet once.
Yeah.
And I don't pretend to know. I'm just saying, like, the only thing we can do, and it's the point of our podcast being named the Average Intelligence Podcast. We're two normal guys. I mean, good-looking guys. Not really. But, well, one of us is. We'll let America decide. But,
The guy with the shirt.
we're both wearing a shirt.
Exactly.
The one with hair. The white one.
Oh, shit.
Can't say that. I'm surprised somebody hasn't flagged us for having a chimp in our logo and trying to somehow say that it's racist.
Like, so.
That's offensive to simians.
No, I would totally be like, so are you confirming that then?
Yeah, that's.
And they'd probably be like, oh.
That's offensive to simians, and I'd just be like, really? He looks like he's doing all right for himself. I mean, he's wearing a tie and everything.
He is doing all right.
I mean, he seems like he sells like at least a couple homes per year. Not quite to gold jacket level, but
oh, he's doing well.
He's doing all right. Is it gold jacket or red jacket for real estate? Maybe it's red jacket. I think the gold jacket was Happy Gilmore.
It was.
Yeah, the red is red jacket.
You
for
mean
real.
golf?
Well, no, the realtors have a thing. I don't think they do it anymore, but it used to be.
No.
Or maybe it was gold. Maybe it was just Century 21. If you're a realtor or were a realtor in like the mid to late 90s, let us know in the comments. I remember there being something about like a gold blazer in real estate.
It might have just been a certain company.
I think it was Century 21 because they're low, yeah. But
I'll say because our realtor just wore normal people clothes.
well, you only get it after you reach a certain level. And what company did your realtor work for?
Shadow?
Shadow.
I don't know. I can't remember. I was like,
It was one of those shit firms.
did you hear that?
They found the bunker again.
God, no. We already went through this
That's
once.
another one that I think will do well on Rumble.
Oh.
Is when we were re-educated.
When we were re-educated. We were taken by Liam Neeson. He did find us. And he did kill us.
But then we were brought back till our task was done.
Frodo! Just have one viewer and maybe laugh.
So yeah, we're on Rumble.
Yes, Rumble. And it's just the same. Average Intelligence Productions.
Still don't know how I feel about it, but
Yeah, it is not.
maybe something will happen. I don't know.
No, I don't think that we can't get traction. I think that just the platform itself, like for a creator, it's awkward.
Speaking of Rumble though, there's something I want to let you know about. Somebody left a comment on our video, and I followed that link.
It was to another video.
Yeah, did you watch that video?
No, what was it?
I'm not even going to say what it is because we will probably get flagged, even though I'm not saying it. It's what the video said. You should delete that comment. I don't like what that was linked to.
See, I tried.
Really?
Couldn't figure out how to do it. I was on the app. I was on the app.
I'll tell you off air, lest we get. But basically, to the person who left that comment or even that video, fuck you. You ignorant fucking dumbass. And see, that's my fucking problem with all this extremism.
It was a video.
Yeah.
I did follow the link.
Yeah.
But I don't remember what it was because I clicked off quick. I was like, I don't know if I want to see this. Click.
I mean, it wasn't like anything terrible. It was just very offensive and ignorant. But
on the far right, there is. I'm gonna make that bigger real quick.
oh, it's saying on the far right of the comment section, I do believe. Thank you.
Oh.
Appreciate it. Maybe we'll record a response to the Rumble commenter after we're done here.
Yeah, that was.
Because I've got some choice words for him. But that's, like, Rumble as a site honestly does kind of concern me a smidge. Now, granted, thank you, Chris. The platform kind of concerns me just a little bit because there's some really extreme shit on there.
It's my nephew.
That's what I thought, so.
I had to.
Did he help you set up your Rumble account?
No. I'm not that old yet. Man, why is that so good? Like I need.
I was about to tell everybody. So, and
that's what we were getting.
Yeah.
How the fuck did we get so lost? When the fuck did we get ice cream?
No, so I know that you may not know this, but because McDonald's has like the single soda fountain, every soda except for regular Coke is filled in like the little syrup bag that gets connected to the same water source. Their syrup for their regular Coke has its own tank and actually gets filled by Coca-Cola directly, which is why when they're out of regular Coke, they're out of it for a while because they've got to call Coke and they've got to send a truck out. So it's a direct line, and they have a higher syrup consistency to water ratio, higher syrup to water ratio. So that's also sometimes when it's not calibrated right, you can get a real heavy syrupy Coke that's like it got too much syrup. That's because the calibration's been off, and then again they have to call Coke and they have to come out and recalibrate it.
Huh.
Yeah.
Man. That's
So
so
that is why, and I've seen the machine.
The machine.
Because it's a machine.
That'll make a good short.
Yeah, I know. That's why you only get the sweet
We're just
tea.
sitting here having the live, and we're just like, that's going to be a really good short.
Hey, we're not. Full transparency. Sometimes we'll do a podcast just because of it'll be shorts fodder. Like the music podcast. Well, no, we wanted to do the music podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Because those shorts have actually been doing really shitty. But I think it's because I've been putting them in the music category.
Keep it an entertainment.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But then we did the whole fun facts episode. That was purely like we'll get a lot of shorts out of that. White Castle syrup is in bags. Yeah, everything but the regular Coke syrup is in bags, except for the regular Coke. That's its own.
He said White Castle.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. But McDonald's does the same thing everybody else does with all the other drinks except for the regular Coke.
Coke is good.
Yeah, it is.
So I don't know. What about this Project Veritas shit? Did you get into that? What is your opinion?
I will state firstly that's the first Project Veritas video I've ever watched.
Oh wow.
Well, and
some of their stuff is like really good, but at the end of the day, you're like,
well, much like other. Well, I don't want to speak out of turn here, but I got the vibe that Project Veritas is right leaning.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Conservative to the core.
And much like basically every other conservative show that I'm aware of, they're somewhat being, provocateurs.
Well, let me explain how they do their shtick. So when Project Veritas goes undercover, they have someone basically go, hang out with somebody, go on a date with somebody, undercover, act like they like them, and then they tell them secrets within their companies, and that's undercover journalism.
Yeah,
that's
man, Tinder sucks enough. All right, we don't need that shit. It's bad enough that you have a 20% chance of your date having a penis or not having a penis, depending on what your preference is. And now, you got to, although, to be fair.
Wiener.
I didn't know she had a wiener. But to be fair, that tactic's been used all throughout history. One of the best, particularly it seems like the further back you go, one of the best sources of information were prostitutes. Because, they get paid and then be like, yeah, by the way, he said they're going to be attacking at dawn.
All right, I'm out.
Thanks, Mommy Gold.
All right.
But yeah, so.
But I don't know. Project Veritas has had some. I don't know.
Honestly, I felt bad for the restaurant. They're just in the middle of all this.
That's like the Crowder confronts.
But that does bring up a good point.
That kind of it's content at the end of the day. These people, they want to call themselves news journalists or this or that. It's just content for them to monetize. And I get it. I mean, that's what we want to do. But at the same time, we're not going to go do something that's going to just really make us look bad.
Well, and again,
maybe.
If there were...
I can't.
Let's look at this. And this is why I don't think this video was fake. But videos like it, sometimes they are fake. Because let's think about this. Let's assume that was a crowded restaurant. There was a scuffle at one point. What are you going to do if, one of your guys, even if they get shoved and tackle somebody and they break their arm? You're liable for that.
Are you talking about when the dude tried to grab their laptop?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're just sitting there. I mean, granted, they are just sitting there. If the dude lunges at them and grabs it. then he's the aggressor.
Not in that case, no, because the whole situation exists because Project Veritas is there. They would at least be partially liable for any injuries or damages.
Because you're saying they invoked it.
Correct. Yeah, they instigated the situation. Now, if the guy they were trying to trap was the one who shoved, he might be liable as well. There can be multiple liable parties in a situation like that. Now, I'm sure Veritas has liability insurance. If they don't,
you would hope so.
They've got to have insurance out the ass just for what they do.
Right.
But again, it's like you could potentially, and purely by accident, but you could hurt somebody. What if he had stepped on a child? You know, what was it, a pizza joint?
Yeah.
It's reasonable to assume that there would be children around. Granted, it may have been later at night, but I digress, you know. Like a Crowder Confronts video, I've seen him do those during the broad daylight. You know, it's just not, I don't know. I don't like that kind of stuff. I think it's like you said, it's just sensationalized just to get views for content. Because I think if you're a journalist, and I'm not saying they're not, but I'm saying if you're a journalist and you have information like that, you know, go ahead and do the covert date thing, but the confrontation is unnecessary.
Yeah. Well, because it creates.
I know it creates content though, and that's which I know this might sound.
I like it.
This might sound hypocritical coming from me because I was just defending Dailywire about creating content. The difference is that Dailywire's content is behind the desk, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Toast. 88.
Toast?
If someone breaks into your home and you hurt them, you'll end up going to jail for assault. It depends on what state you live in. But yes, there are places where that can happen.
Yeah, that's...
And that's totally different. Totally different scenario. I think... we got a Canadian! Hey, I have a question for you real quick. Is the term Canuck offensive to you guys? Because I almost said we got a Canuck, but then I thought about it. I'm like,
What the hell is that?
It's just like it's another, but I've never been told if it's offensive.
Nope.
No, okay, just making sure. Because, like, people call us Yanks.
Oh,
and, like, that doesn't offend me at all, but.
Sure. Northern.
Toast to the Great White North. What is it? Canucks are cakers.
I totally read that in a Canadian accent.
Canucks are cakers, eh? Hey, man, we love Bob and Don McKenzie.
Dude, speaking of Canada.
You got your chips!
I order these on eBay because America no longer makes them. The bold barbecue
European.
Doritos. Oh, European.
Cakers. Where from Europe do you hail originally?
He said, no way.
We made it a point in the last episode. Or I guess you made it a point in the last episode.
They're the best.
Whereabouts in Canada are you from? He'll get back to us. Portuguese. Okay, cool. Very cool. Just outside Toronto. Okay,
nice.
So the greater GTA area. Nice. I know a couple people that were from the Toronto area and go back fairly often, but yeah, so okay, wow, this is going to take a turn because how are things with Trudeau?
Oh, jeez.
Whoo. Because here's the thing, like, we rip on Biden and Biden's bad enough, but like, I don't know. Oh God.
He says, oh God.
I don't understand how Canadians can, and I haven't seen it all. Like, again, I'm a dumb American. I'm here in the States. I only see what I see on social media. But like, how the fuck are you guys not out in front of there with like, don't want to instigate violence? Why are you not protesting civilly?
It's a big country. Everybody's
Yes.
spread out, except for
Yeah.
the cities.
Well, yeah, and Toronto's a very large city. But interesting fact, I read, what's his name? Who?
I think he meant Trudeau. Justin Trudeau.
Yeah, Justin Trudeau, the PM,
Prime Minister.
the PMS, Prime Minister Supreme. See what I did there? It's a duel there.
Cuban dictator.
I mean, isn't there a theory that Fidel Castro is his biological father? Did I read that somewhere?
No way.
No, seriously. It's weird. It's like if you put up Castro, yeah. So literally, if you put a picture up of Fidel Castro like during the Cuban Revolution and put it next to Trudeau, dude, it's freak. I'm not saying it's true. I'm just saying if you put the pictures next to each other, I mean, if you put them next to each other with zero context and you said this is this man's son, you'd be like, yeah, that checks.
That's really wild.
Yeah, it's well, the Trudeaus, Margaret and then I forget what Justin's dad's name is. They were down there at one point. So, I mean...
Could have mingled and dingled.
Mingled and dingled. This is perfect. This couldn't have turned out better because...
Have you ever heard that term before?
Tingle
No, I just
and
made it up tonight.
kind of like going overseas.
Dude, I literally just talked to somebody who was there that night. Going overseas.
Yeah, exactly. Public opinion is going south for him, and he'll get voted out in 2024. Oh, man, I hope so for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say, because I've always looked at Canada as being like a supreme country. And
I mean, let's be real. Canada always kind of has been that country that we look up to. Not like, I mean,
technically,
we would look up to it, but
hey, Canada.
I mean, we look up and be like, you know what, Canada, you're always so chill. What should we do? And they're like, just, take it easy, legalize weed, man.
Dude, Canada has like one of the best skate parks in the world.
Honestly, our healthcare is way better, and ultimately it's safer here without the guns.
Only if your government isn't trying to take them from you forcefully.
Which Canada, I don't remember when this happened, but it is now illegal to buy, sell, and possess a handgun in Canada unless there's something I'm missing there.
I don't know why you wouldn't be able to have them, like, not the cities. I mean, whatever. I'll take what you can get, but out in
I think
country.
out in the rural area. Well, and then rifles aren't illegal. It's just handguns.
And, most of them fire the exact same.
Whoa! Yeah, you'll go to jail for 30 years for a handgun. Well, with certain types of rifles, though, you can get a much higher caliber bullet, which would be beneficial in the woods when you're talking about fucking moose.
That's crazy.
Very draconian. Man, that's... But see, like, this is something that, honestly, some Canadians might not understand if they've never been to the States or learned about it, is the fact that, like, that could not happen here without a constitutional amendment on a national level. And if it did, it would be... Like, if they passed a law that said that, somehow, some way, it would be fought tooth and nail, like, from the very beginning. Like, it just would not... Unless they amended the Constitution, because that... right is guaranteed in the Constitution of the United States. Now, there's a lot of debate as to what that actually means, but meh. Can we?
Well, maybe not right now, but maybe in the near future.
We could definitely set something up in the future, because I'd love that.
Because we do have Zoom.
Yeah, we could do something over Zoom, and I now have Zoom Unlimited, so no more.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Appreciate it, Toast. Well,
there we go. There we go.
Drop your Instagram.
I'll throw it in the chat real quick.
If you have Instagram, he'll... Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, like I said, we'd love to.
Yep, there's his Insta.
Oh, sweet. I will... reach out to you right now so I don't forget, because my memory is about as good as Joe Biden's lately. So
Smells like fresh linen in here. Did you just do laundry? Do you smell it?
No.
I smell fresh.
I thought you were making a joke at first.
No, I'm not trying to be weird, Sleepy Joe. That's for sure.
I thought you were going to go into a game commercial where you just go...
Sleepy Joe.
There you go. You've got the Portuguese and Canadian flags in your bio. And toast. Love it. All right. I will send you a message right now.
There we go.
Actually, I'll just send it to you as Average Intelligence, because we have an Instagram. Yeah, we definitely want to talk to you, because I'd love to talk to somebody who lives in Canada.
Yeah, and get your take on everything.
All right, you have been messaged.
He said provide some Canuck perspective.
Hey, man, that's the thing. We say it all the time, but this would give us a chance to actually prove it, is we just want to have conversations. Like, I'll be honest, you and us, we and you, we and you, we and you.
That works. We and you.
Yeah, we and you. That would be correct. We'll probably disagree on healthcare and guns. Just gonna put that out there, probably.
Well, because we grew up with a different background.
100%.
You know, different countries.
Yeah, that's what it is most of the time. But, and besides, like, we don't have the Canadian perspective. I've never lived there. I love that, yeah.
I've never shot one in my life, but
That's the weirdest
I don't
thing.
believe taking the right away.
Fun fact, I've actually never shot a handgun before. It's always been rifles. I realized that the other day when somebody was like, you want to shoot my pistol? I'm like, I've never shot a pistol before.
Yes, I would. Virginia. Nice.
Ooh, you might want to delete that last... Oh, well, who cares?
You're good. FBI don't watch this.
No, but he
says, oops.
The CBI, the Mounties might be watching. Let the commies come. Well, yeah, they have to share their guns.
You know, kind of like, who was it?
FBI. I'm just imagining him sitting in his living room, being like, "You have no power here, eh?"
You son of a bitch. I have nothing to add. That was good.
Hey, at the end of the day, we're happy to just make somebody laugh.
And if anyone can't tell, my gummy kicked in really bad.
I knew you weren't sober.
No, my eyes are barely open, and they're very wide, so I can see the extrovert in the picture. The old widescreen.
Oh, my God. But, yes, we'll get in touch with you. I think next week we're going to do well, I guess we don't have to do the Titanic episode, but I have some interesting stories, too, about that's the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, right?
Mounted, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're the Mounties. They answer to no one.
Hi.
Is Dudley Do-Right taller in real life?
Oh, my gosh.
I'm coming now.
Listen here, you asshole.
Hey, Brendan Fraser played Dudley Do-Right in the live-action version.
Did he?
Yeah. I think Brendan Fraser's... No, actually, that's incorrect. Brendan Fraser was born in Indianapolis. I found this out recently. I think his family moved to Canada, though. They moved all over.
You're telling me people from Indiana can get famous?
Michael Jackson. Jim Jones.
Hold up. Jim Jones. Fuck you. Hold on.
Mellencamp.
I'm sure I got some Kool-Aid around here.
Hey, you got to watch that Indiana Kool-Aid.
Oh, man. So that Jim Jones shit happened here in Indiana?
No, it didn't happen here. He was just from here.
Oh, okay.
That happened in South America, at Jonestown.
Buffalo Bill was from Indiana.
Oh, fuck me. There's actually a lot of famous people from Indiana. It's kind of shocking.
A lot of them murderers.
No, hardly any of them stayed, but
Yeah, Indiana's our state.
we've even killed a fair number of famous people. John Dillinger was from Indiana.
Was he?
Mm-hmm. I forget where, but I know that he was from here. Oh, here's a fun fact for you.
Oh. All right, what is it?
Depending upon which version of Captain America you're talking about, there is a version of Captain America that is from Shelbyville, Indiana.
No.
Yeah, the original Bucky Barnes in the comics is from Shelbyville, Indiana.
Yeah, why did they retcon that? There was a reason, wasn't there?
I think they just wanted it to take place. Well, first of all, the first Bucky Barnes was a young sidekick. It was not Captain America's buddy from Brooklyn. All right, it says, keep up the great podcast. Keep listening, but I'll get in touch, and maybe next week I can come
That's why I
on.
gave the deuces.
Oh. If you do it fast, it looks like one.
He's delayed like the comments. I love toast.
I'm delayed. Speaking of South Park, oh my God. I haven't watched the entire episode yet, but Cartman in the Special Olympics. And then he loses. That's the best part.
The shit.
Yeah, that's the delay. So
what do we want to chat about now? I like when people go back and
now
forth
I want
because it
maple
makes it
syrup.
fluent. Pancakes do sound good.
Right?
I'm not even a huge fan of pancakes.
Yes. Oh, but what I was saying, I think
Later,
we talked about doing the Titanic episode.
Yeah.
He's going to mail us some pancakes or maple syrup. Because I'll legit take some Canadian maple syrup. That shit is legit. But, yeah, we were talking about doing the Titanic episode next week, which I will piss off. Right on. I will piss off so many women with that episode. But fortunately, no women watch this show.
Yeah, definitely better.
Oh, yeah, there's no comparison. Like, there is just... It's not really an offensive idea, but there are just places that have better shit than everybody else. Like, I don't care what you say.
Well...
The best oranges come from Florida. Point blank.
Yeah, but... big shout out to Canada. They have so many fewer. I can't talk today. Chemicals in their food. Like I was looking at chemicals on the back of the bag, and there's only it seems more.
And these are Doritos, so these are not.
The ones
you
here
do
in the
know
States,
that they sell these in the States, right?
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
No, they sell tangy barbecue.
Oh, this is bold barbecue.
There's a difference.
Gotcha. Okay.
The other ones are good, but these are.
Oh man, you know I love this about Canada because like here you got Spanish and English and Spanish, but in Canada you got English and French. I love it. Let's see. Selected corn, vegetable oil, seasoning consisting of sugar, salt, dextrose, brown sugar, onion powder, monosodium glutamate, molasses solids, spices, vegetable oil, cornstarch, corn syrup, solids, corn maltodextrin, tomato powder, autolyzed yeast extract, color, spelled C-O-L-O-U-R. As they speak the Queen's English up there. Modified cornstarch, citric acid, sodium. I believe it's pronounced caseinate, but it might be caseinate. I don't know. Natural and artificial flavor, spelled F-L-A-V-O-U-R.
It's probably the.
It's the Queen's English again.
So basically, what I'm trying to say is most of those ingredients they sound normal compared to what.
I was gonna say, yeah, this sounds. God, I love this.
Z, not Z. Oh, and
yeah.
I've had ketchup chips. Was not a fan. I love ketchup with chips. Only what are those, Ruffles or stuff like that? Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Not ketchup chips flavor. It's weird.
I was gonna say something.
Salt and vinegar chips. Those are good.
Yeah.
Do you like barbecue chips?
Generally speaking, yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say because these are like the most flavorful. If you like to try one, you can.
I shall.
Okay, there you go. They are delicious. Yeah, they're flavorful.
Those are good.
These are one of those ones you pop, you can't stop.
And you know what? I eat it and I feel more polite already.
That's the canon.
They put the can in Canada.
Dude, yes. I dip my Ruffles in ketchup so much.
Sweet. Probably in about 2 weeks, I think. Because next week I have to offend a lot of people.
Yes. He says I feel more polite already.
He's laughing at me. It's what we do.
Sounds good, brother.
Awesome.
So
see who doesn't love Canada?
Exactly.
I love Canada.
All right, so the Dailywire Crowder.
I fucking hated them until just now.
Up,
but I'm kidding.
So we need to find something that we can talk about on that.
Actually, I do have something new to share with you. Not that I doubted. Like, how do I put this without sounding too mean? Because I don't want to verge on insulting. But like, I think Crowder's doing this totally for his own benefit. Because are you familiar with Patrick Bet-David? Okay, he's got a YouTube channel called Valuetainment. He's a big-time financial guy who made it big in the insurance business. And now he does podcasting for fun because he's into it. But I believe he's a multimillionaire. No, he's not a billionaire yet, but he's on track. He was supposed to have Crowder. Okay, what day was that? Crowder was on Timcast on a Monday, but I believe it was last Monday. Crowder was supposed to be on Valuetainment's podcast that Wednesday. Got a hold of them and canceled due to a, quote, family emergency, but then was on Timcast the Monday prior. Now, I'm not saying he didn't have a family emergency, but I kind of don't understand how, unless this was a Back to the Future thing, I don't know how you could have a family emergency that would affect a podcast Wednesday in which you can appear on another podcast Monday. To me, it just seems like, I don't know, Tim reached out to him and he decided to do that one first because he thought it would be bigger. Because I don't know what Patrick's podcast numbers do, but hey, Patrick, if you want to talk to somebody, we're not nearly as fancy, but
No, but we are fancy.
we are average.
Just average fancy.
It's a podcast for a working man.
Pan!
Peter.
Oh, Peter.
Oh, Peter, I think we've done that routine like 6 times.
I'm just telling you, when Uncle Ben dies in Spider-Man
It's so
1,
funny.
it's because of how they did it. Peter.
Now, when Aunt May dies in Spider-Man No Way Home, that's not funny at all.
No, but when Aunt May was attacked,
Actually,
in
you know what?
Spider-Man 1,
I take that back. Actually, I take that back. I think you chuckled when she started to fall over.
Probably.
I was going to say dick move, but it sounds like you. But yeah, so anyway, Crowder. Now, there may have been an emergency. I don't see how that's possible, but I also wasn't there, so I couldn't tell you. But to me, that seems really, really fishy. And then I rewatched Crowder's second video and realized that he pointed out his website a couple of times in it. So I don't know, guys. It just seems like he's just trying to get people to sign up so that he's got their email list and then he can just keep doing an independent Mug Club sort of network, which is, I don't have a problem with that. In fact, I think that's probably what's better for everyone.
It's kind of despicable how you got there.
But what he's done, especially if that's his sole aim, if his sole aim is to just build up his viewership by cutting down Dailywire and technically other big conservative outfits specifically, because it's already known that his relationship with Fox News is not the greatest, and I don't know what his relationship is like with the Blaze moving forward, but I can't imagine they're terribly happy. And he kind of shot himself in the dick, because who is going to offer him a contract to do anything now? Because I remember somebody commented and they're like, well, this, that, and I'm like, no. I'm not even saying...
He's betting on himself, and I guarantee you he's fucking struggling with his decision now. He's like, man...
Well, but now he's got no choice. He's got to go full bore, even though he probably could call Jeremy boring.
I think he's going to patch things up with Dailywire, and I think he's eventually going to realize that, hey, if I go down in value, I mean, they should have some type of escape clause, because if he's not profitable for a whole year and they're paying him a lot of money, that's money wasted.
So I will tie this into my other podcast. Everybody keeps saying, it was a shit deal. I'm like, yes, that's why you negotiate. Maybe Dailywire could have thrown better terms out, but it doesn't matter because nobody takes the first deal they're offered, ever.
Well, apparently he sent a deal back.
Yes,
and
he
it
did.
was for more money.
Yeah,
and
$30 million a year,
and which I could foresee that.
And maybe that's
he's
the thing.
Popular. He's got a lot of subscribers. He's got 6 million.
Well,
people
so
are 6 million. That's much.
So, but then if
a lot of people.
But then if I'm Crowder, I would just do this. I would be like, listen, let's raise that dollar amount up, but let's only do it for 2 years with a 2-year extension if everybody's happy. That's all part of the negotiation. That's all he had to do. But I think honestly he was insulted because I think he has a poor idea of what he's actually worth. I'm not saying he's not worth anything.
Crowder.
Crowder, thank you. He might even be worth $50 million. I don't know. But the fact of the matter is, Crowder has never been truly independent. He's always had a company backing him financially. He's never had to produce everything purely on his own.
Right.
Now, I think, because I'm guilty of this in my youth, I thought I was the world's greatest salesman ever. This is a long time ago, but... Well, actually, that's not really fair because I did go out on my own. And that's a really poor example. Anyway, I'm trying to think of a good example. I was going to say, shit, that's a really bad example. Well, it's worth going into, though. When I first started going out on my own, it was scarier than shit.
Yeah, it is.
And there were months where I did not eat very well. But...
Ramen.
Well, and then I did eventually get financial backing. So, like, I don't lie and say, like, yeah, it's my business, but it's not it was never just me.
Right.
But it's funny because the way Crowder's talking, like, let's really think about this deal. He has to produce, I think it was 192 episodes a year. How many days in a year are there?
265.
365.
365. Oh my gosh.
It's the gummy.
It's also average intelligence.
Yeah.
I'm actually below, but it is what it is.
So what that really is Crowder would have to work 4 days a week, plus probably a little bit here and there because we would have had to create monthly and yearly content as well. That was outlined in the deal. But, I'm sorry. Somebody's going to give me $50 million a year. And granted, he probably could have gotten more money, but let's just assume $50 million. Like, my company was going to get $50 million a year.
It was not $50 million a year. It was $50
Oh,
million
sorry, you're right.
spread
I'm
out
sorry.
over 5
I
years.
spoke wrong. Yeah. So it $12.5 million a year. Thank you for correcting me. So yeah, somebody's going to pay me $12.5 million a year to produce the same show that I've been producing, along with a lot of the other content that I've already been producing. And I have to work 4 days a week? That's it? I get 4 weeks of vacation?
And you can shoot future content.
Yeah, so if you need to be off for a week, because like they went out and said, like, if anything, you could have just been like, hey, Jeremy, I know this isn't good faith, but could we put something in there that kind of spells this out a little bit more, which is fine. That's part of the problem when you're negotiating with friends is sometimes both parties just assume the best, which I'm sure in this case they were. They're like, oh, yeah, well, if Crowder needs a week to tour or something, like he can just bank episodes. Like, okay, just put that in writing.
But at the same time, not Crowder, but Ben Shapiro's lawyer. That's his lawyer, correct?
I do not know.
Oh, I figured.
You mean Crowder's lawyer?
No, the guy who read out.
I would say probably not.
Okay, I thought he was a lawyer.
He's a trained lawyer, but he's probably not the Dailywire's counsel.
Okay.
Because he probably doesn't have time.
Well, makes sense. But I was just going to say that he would, seek out other counsel, and then, because you think Ben actually read the term sheet?
Well, I don't believe Ben could actually. He certainly couldn't represent Crowder, but I think there would be a conflict of interest for him representing Dailywire.
So
maybe, but
then it's definitely that Ben didn't know what was in there. And
I'm sure
potentially legal mumbo jumbo. There could be something there that Crowder's right about, but he's not saying that.
Well, here's the thing, though. So that document isn't particularly complex, and
no, it's literally just the terms.
Well, but even the terms they use in their layout, like the big one for me is the in perpetuity thing that Crowder made a big deal about, and it's like that's not talking about. It even said in the agreement, like Dailywire would license for the duration of the term the back catalog of Louder with Crowder to be available on like Dailywire Plus. After the deal is done, all that prior content reverts back to Steven Crowder. They're just licensing. In fact, he never loses ownership.
Hold on. So he doesn't lose ownership. What's the big deal?
Well, that's why I said he should fire his lawyer if he's serious about this. I don't think his lawyer is that stupid, by the way, because it's laid out pretty clear in the document. The only thing that's kept in Dailywire's ownership in perpetuity is the content that they paid him to make. So during that 4 to 6 year term.
This is a stunt.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a
like
stunt.
I'll like nobody's that stupid. And like I'll use my own contract as an example. Now this wasn't even as long, but it was very similar to that term sheet, just a lot smaller numbers. So a long time ago, I was I was hired to edit a small regional TV show called Dating Rehab. You can't find full episodes on YouTube, but you can find the intro, and I think there might be some ads for it.
That's the stuff you did, right?
Yeah. So part of my contract, and I negotiated this because I know how people can work. I own, and especially when I got hired on to do videography for Extra, the first thing I did was tell them I needed more money. So in my contract, it clearly stated that I owned all of the footage until I was paid for it. And I was paid on a per episode basis. There was a standard fee that was for my videography services, the rental of my camera, because they rented my camera as well, and my editing services. So, and there were a couple times. What eventually happened is they stopped paying me because they ran out of money. So there's actually I think there's 2 or 3 episodes that I still own. Like, they are mine because it was listed out in my contract. There's 3 that there's 3 that I own and 3 that they own because 3 made air that I was paid for. And there was actually a time where they tried to fuck me. Well, I don't think they tried to fuck me, but I think they didn't have any money. And the show was supposed to air that Friday. And on that Wednesday, they were like, "Where's the show?" And I'm like, "It's done. You just got to pay me." And then they were like, "Oh, we'll send it to us and we'll send you a check." And I said, "Nope." Because that's how I'm going to get fucked, is if I send this to you and you don't pay me, that's how I'm going to get fucked. Then you're going to owe me money, and then you're going to keep owing me money. So finally, they paid me, and, like, it was funny. They asked me, they were like, "Can you drive it up to Fort Wayne?" I said, "Absolutely fucking not. This isn't my problem." Because what should have happened, the episode had been done. I normally brought the episode with me up to Fort Wayne when we were going to shoot stuff. They didn't have the money then, so I didn't bring the episode with me. But actually, it was quite funny because the whole time I'm like, "Listen, like, yeah, I'm being paid decently for my time, but, like, I'm not getting rich off of you guys. Like, so I'm not going to, like, if this money stops, it's not going to stop me from living or anything. So, like, yeah, I'll hold you over a barrel. I don't care." And it was funny because I think he was mad at me after that because then they got one more episode after that and then they stopped paying me at all. So I was just like, well, I got all the tapes. Because what I would do is when I would give them the episode, I'd give them the tapes too because that was part of the transfer of ownership. Well, I still got the tapes, motherfucker. But yeah, so that was fun. But part of that, it stated in my contract, it was spelled, and I made sure it was spelled out this way because I knew that was a possibility because I didn't know these guys very well. Like, they were friendly enough, but I didn't know who they were. So it said, "I own all the footage until I'm paid for it. And then it's yours because it's a work for hire deal." But the thing of it is if you're a creator, until you're compensated for it, and in the case of Steven Crowder, he was compensated as part of his deal. It lays out the compensation schedule for what's done. You know, yeah, that's Dailywire's content, and you're being paid to make it. So it's kind of like how, you know, the actor who went, "Peter," like, he was paid to do that. So it's owned by 20th Century Fox, which is now owned by Disney.
That's so wild.
Ah, that's weird.
How
man.
is Fox, like, literally Fox?
No, I'm sorry. It's not. It's owned by Sony, not Fox. 20th Century Fox is owned by Disney, but that's why I was like, well, wait a minute. Then why are they still the licensing thing? Sorry, it was Sony. It's owned by Sony.
All right, that's fine. Sony's made great things over the years.
Hey, I'm a Sony guy. Like, for real. This is a really nerdy moment. I'm a Sony guy. I like Sony TVs. I love Sony cameras.
I like PlayStations.
So here, like, I like PlayStations. Here's my big thing about Sony. A lot of people like Canon. I don't like Canon. I prefer Sony.
Canon's cheaper though.
Not always. It depends on what.
They're like T3i, T4i's.
Yeah, Sony.
T5i.
In my opinion, Sony's chips. Sony's color is more vibrant, and I like vibrant colors. I don't like that kind of diluted shit you get out of a Canon. Like, I'm sure there are better ones now, but I think honestly, if you compare the color saturation in a Sony versus a Canon,
Yeah.
I can see the difference. I don't know about you guys.
No. There we go.
That's bright. But speaking of ownership,
Well, Jake's a butt crack.
well, technically that's my belt.
No, my pants
Oh,
fell.
you're right.
Anyway,
Well, speaking of ownership,
we got a shadow. That's okay.
speaking of ownership, though, Eric, how would you like to give a little piece of your heart to the one you love?
Okay.
He doesn't know where I'm going with this.
No.
Doesn't that sound like the perfect Valentine's Day gift, though?
Yes, it does.
He's like, yes, it does, person. I don't know where this is going. Well, guess what? Thanks to Stevie Wicks, you can do just that with the little piece of my heart candle set. It's perfect. You keep one for yourself and give one to your Valentine. Same scent, but inverse colors to show that.
Your heart is burning there too.
Oh, the pain in my. One of
Oh
many.
my gosh.
Yeah, I know.
Woo! Put those out.
Yeah, I know. Right? He's
Man.
not lying.
Oh,
God damn. I don't like that
gave me
scent.
a rush. That smells like
It's
chocolate and fantastic times.
It's hot fudge brownie. But yes.
Give me some of that chocolate.
That's really sad because this is like, this might be.
Dude, it's not even lit and it punched me in the face.
This might be 3 ounces of wax. Like, it's not very big. But that's why it's the little piece of my heart.
Like, literally, if you have a smaller room, you could just put one in there unlit and it'll just stay fresh.
God, yeah. That's. It's not that it smells bad. It's just
lid on it.
strong.
You can put it out.
Put a lid on it. But yes, one of many great Valentine's Day gifts that you can get from Stevie Wicks. In fact, they've been selling quite a few of these, actually. So it's a great gift, honestly. If you got a girlfriend or a wife or even a boyfriend or husband, whatever, give them a little piece of your heart. StevieWicks.com. No, because the only color I give a shit about is green. That's money for people outside the U.S. because
Not the Meckians.
Oh, come on, little green. My name is
I ain't trying to
Dende.
say anything, but I think the Meckians would be from the hood.
Anyway, visit StevieWicks.com today to get your Valentine's Day gifts. Oh, and use promo code AIP to get 10% off your order.
Fellow apes.
Or if you want to sign up for the subscription box, I don't know what a gox is. You know what a gox is? That sounds Namekian.
It does sound Namekian.
It does, right? If you want to sign up for the Stevie Wicks subscription box, say that fast 4 times, you can use the promo code AIP20 to get 20% off your first monthly box.
Holy crap.
And actually, I'll let you in on a little secret. That AIP code for 10% off your order doesn't have an expiration or limit, so use it every time. I realized when I bought my tactical soap, I was like, I wonder if my promo code still works. It did.
Boom.
I mean, it's only like 10%, but so it saves me like $3. But still, I like my tactical soap. And I get complimented on that shit all the time, actually.
Yeah, he gets sniffed.
I was once told I smell delicious.
Oh.
That actually happened.
Richard.
Peter.
Oh my gosh. Dead guy in a little coat. No. We won't be that disrespectful.
Everyone knows it's Butters, but that's me.
You know what? I think it's time we start doing voiceovers.
Oh, God.
I think that would be fun. Imagine just in here, just like, come on, guys.
Hey, fuck you, buddy.
You're not my buddy, pal. He's not your pal, friend. He's not your friend, guy.
Did you see the, I think I sent it to you on TikTok. It's a video from the Royal Rumble where it's got Logan Paul and one end and Ricochet. They did the spot.
Dude, that was awesome.
Well, but did you see the one I sent? It was like, what's your name? And they did the thing.
Do it. No, I'm going to.
Oh, God. It was so funny.
What's your name?
Fuck you, Ezekiel.
Ezekiel.
But you saw that spot?
Yeah, I saw them crash. I didn't see the one.
Yeah, they both did a springboard and met in the middle.
It was awesome.
That was pretty cool. Like
somebody was saying, they said that Logan Paul doesn't need to do anything else. He just needs to be in wrestling. He put on a good show.
I don't think there's been a natural talent like that since Kurt Angle. And for those of you who don't know, that is like a really big compliment. Because everybody talks about Kurt Angle came from like legitimate Olympic wrestling, Olympic gold medalist.
That was when I was into wrestling.
Yeah, and he apparently... Oh, that's right. You would remember this. He apparently took to it like a duck to water. And there are athletes that, like, let me just say this. There are certain people that really take to it really well, but it's pretty rare to be as old as he was and to transition into it and be that good.
Yeah, he's a natural.
I mean, Kurt Angle's a freak of nature, athletically speaking, especially, obviously, back in the day.
Dude, his neck build was insane.
Well, you want
like Brock Lesnar, or like Bress Lochner.
Bress Lochner.
That's a hell of a...
You know what? That's a
new lady coming out.
That's a pretty good wrestling name.
Breck Lesnar.
But, well, yeah, he won a gold medal with a broken freaking neck.
Lexner?
No. No, Kurt Angle.
Oh. Well, shit, he had so much muscles to keep it up.
I think he actually, because they couldn't... I can't remember what they wanted to give him, but they couldn't. So like they gave him a cortisone shot, and he went out and wrestled and won
With a broken neck.
with a broken neck.
So, fuck this.
Not a fracture, a broken fucking neck.
Hey, look, that's cool, but Danny Way ollied the Great Wall in China with a broken ankle on a skateboard.
Actually, that's legitimately.
That is so awesome. But so is wrestling with a broken neck. Holy shit.
At the Olympics, no less.
Yeah, but like Danny Way, the way he flew over it, it was just like cakewalk to him. He knew he could do it.
He knew he could do it.
Danny Way is a Superman.
Did he fly like Superman?
Doing the best he can.
Did you know that?
I did know the Muffin Man.
Yeah.
He lived on Mulberry Lane.
Yeah, ain't got no gas in it.
Yep.
Censorship. It's bad. Censorship's bad.
Censorship is bad. Okay.
Listen, you can't. And I'm lapsing into Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil.
Lapsing into Dr. Phil, but which I think Mr. No,
Open
actually,
the door, you stupid whore.
Open the door, or I'm gonna throw rocks
Oh,
at your window.
You stupid bitch.
Oh yeah, that's. I'm go short Dr. Phil rant. I've never liked Dr. Phil at all.
I don't hate him.
I don't hate him. I just don't have any respect for him because like my mom loved to watch Dr. Phil, and I'm like, how the fuck you gonna take weight loss advice from that and take marital advice from a guy who's on a second marriage? And then plus the fact every episode's the same. Like insert subject. So like if the subject is like stop abusing your kids, he just literally gets on there and goes, listen, if you want to stop beating your kids, then you've got to stop beating your kids. Who fucking knew? I just gotta stop beating my kids.
I had no idea.
God damn, if only I could come up with that shit. I think he should just take over for Maury.
Lord, it's a miracle.
I think Dr. Phil should just take over for Maury, because that would be hilarious to be like, Jafwan,
well, I mean, hey.
you are not the father.
Dr. Phil's retiring, though.
I know, I heard that. I read that today.
He done for.
Good. I think he still owes America an apology for the Cash Me Outside girl.
He gonna RUNNOFT.
Open the door so I can leave.
But, yeah, no, dude. Hey, look, that Cash Me Outside girl, she
did right.
She did exactly right with what she needed to. Like, you know, trying to become a rapper, doing the OnlyFans, whatever. I was like,
I'm giving.
That's kind of weird because I thought she was only like 14 when she went on the show.
She was at the time.
I know, but I'm like, you still had fame 4 years later? That's crazy. Memes usually don't last that long.
Unless they capitalize.
Ouch, Charlie. Ouch.
Which, hey, Bad Baby. I mean, if you're watching this.
Oh, I forgot. Oh, no.
Huh? Huh?
He'll subscribe.
No, I will not.
He's like, Bad Baby.
I don't think she's cute, but no. That's irrelevant.
Dania Gray Goalie, is that her name?
I have no idea what her name is. I knew her as Cash Me Outside Girl until I found out she was a rapper.
Hey, she put something out, and I was like, hey, that's catchy. It's stupid, but it's catchy.
It's stupid.
It's stupid, all right. I tell you what, bitch.
So people...
Give me my beer.
So people will naturally buy it.
Swing low.
I mean, you can essentially make a cover with some different lyrics of Blue from the 90s and be like, I'm top 40, bitches. It ain't your fucking song.
I mean, there are a ton of artists nowadays coming out with songs that are the exact same as, like, older songs, but just, like, a little bit... Okay, I can't say they're the exact same.
They're pretty close.
They're like 90%.
Yeah. They're
different lyrics.
Yeah.
Music cadence all the same.
But I get, and like I can hear people starting already. What about covers, man? Covers are generally not the same song. They put a new spin on it. They do a different mix. Not a mix. Not even a different mix. They do a different arrangement. Oh, there's a musical term for you. Can you do a new arrangement on your laptop? Actually, you can, but
Yes.
yes.
Listen,
But do they know what an arrangement is? This is the question. Who remembers that joke? That's an oldie.
That went on for a while, dude. Everybody, what the fuck is wrong?
That's original. That's OG Family Guy.
Family Guy.
That's right up there with.
The shit we were raised on, man. And
That's
I'm
funny
like,
though.
I like feel bad for my kids because the shit they're being raised with is like these
That's
idiots
trash.
on YouTube. You
Like,
know, like,
yeah, idiots on YouTube.
I watched this thing the other day with Rayleigh, and like, granted, she's almost 5. She'll be 5 in March. And this shit was on YouTube, and I shit you not, it was 3 grown adults laying next to each other in like PJs, and they're just like, oh, they got all these, you know, those bubble popper page things, and they're like, oh, stack 'em, stack 'em, stack 'em, oh, just acting like they're having fun. I'm like, look, dude, even the kids can smell your bullshit. They're like, that's not that fun.
You do.
Where's
know,
mom's lighter?
You do know we're from the generation that watched a show where they sang a song about cleaning up a mess, right? So I mean, we don't have that much room to talk.
No, but
Mr. Rogers is going to get canceled here soon if he wasn't already not with us.
he ain't getting canceled.
I mean, you can't.
I will not let it happen.
Well, no, I mean, because they've been his song about boys are boys and girls are girls has been making the rounds on social media.
Good luck.
It's like, but I mean, you really going to argue with Mr. Rogers?
Yeah, everyone's like, oh, I don't know what they say. That's what they say. Oh. Anyway.
What?
I don't even know, dude. Where are we?
I do see things on TikTok and TikTok.
TikTok.
See things on TikTok. And
You got that dialed in so well.
sometimes I see things on TikTok and I think about getting rid of it. Because it's just mindlessly stupid. What's the one that's going I'm trying to remember what the one that's going on now.
Ow.
It's just so fucking dumb. Oh, the one that comes to mind is that weird sound effect that I don't even know where it came from. It was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. What is that?
I don't know. I want to see it.
It's like, ah.
Stop it.
Ah.
Is it the one where it sounds like somebody snoring? Oh.
No, it's quieter.
Oh. I'll say the ones where they're like fake snoring. It's hilarious.
It's just, it's fake. It's fake. Actually,
It's
TikTok.
Fugazi.
There's a fugazi.
Fugazi.
There's a fugazi. There's a
Fake.
fugazi. But TikTok encourages the worst
In America.
of people because it incentivizes you to be unoriginal and to just rip shit off.
You know how that song goes? Only in America.
I thought it was Living in America.
I don't know.
I think it's Living in America.
It's Ford talking about their companies. Only in America.
Actually, they may have done that and
I'm
put it in a
pretty sure
commercial.
a lot of their factories are in Mexico.
I don't know about Ford. I don't know. I'm
They
not
just say
making a...
built Ford tough. They don't say nothing about
Man, the Ford Like a Rock commercials.
like a rock. That was Chevy, buddy.
Oh, was it?
Yep.
Oh, never mind. Sorry. Yes, you're right. It was Chevy.
Yeah, but
You should bring those back.
their trucks back in the day were way better.
They still are.
Oh yeah, that's right. You do drive
I
a
drive a
Silverado.
Chevy. I'm a Chevy fan, honestly. Like I've had.
My first car was a Chevy Beretta, and that thing was shitting and
It
getting
sounded like a Beretta when you
until
started it.
lost its muffler.
And then it
I
sounded
was a poor kid. I could not fix it. So when I drove to places, it was like.
We had some pretty sweet car nicknames back in the day, though.
Mine was the Beast, named after me.
And then I had Jean-Claude Grandam.
I forgot about that.
That's to me, that's the best one. And that I believe that was Anthony that came up with that.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and then he had the Astro van, which was Van Helsing.
Yeah.
Joel had Musty the Stang. because he had a mustard yellow like
Did Keto name his?
cookie because it smelled like cookies.
I still like mine the best. The beast.
Yours is probably the most literal.
Because he started up, it sounded like a beast, but it did not go fast.
No.
It went faster than most of their
It
cars.
was a slow burn. It was like Godzilla.
Somebody is blowing us up on our freaking comments on
Lord.
on other videos. I likes it.
Oh,
It's on our shorts.
They're not responding to me because I'm not getting notified. Let's read it aloud. Let's embarrass them. Oh, did people comment on the Power Rangers short? Oh, no, that's a 0.
No.
Oh, is it the Matt Walsh
Our
one?
Matt Walsh problem.
Guys.
The first video.
Guys, listen.
We do not like him.
Guys,
we had a whole...
real talk. Real talk. Come here. Sit down.
Sit down.
Just because I don't like Matt Walsh or Steven Crowder does not mean that you can't. I'm just saying they both seem like massive douchebags to me.
Who?
Matt Walsh and Steven Crowder.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about when Matt Walsh was on Joe Rogan.
No, actually, and like
Joe can be a douche too.
you people gotta start paying attention in our videos.
And also that
Because we were defending him.
pay attention, but retain.
Yeah, it's like in one ear, out the other. Like, we were defending Matt Walsh,
And it's
and I
hilarious.
don't agree with him.
What is it, a 40-second video? Maybe 30 seconds?
And you're not watching any of it. You shouldn't be worried about censorship because you wouldn't remember anything in the first place.
Like this one. I'm not going to read names.
Yeah.
It says Matt did a horrible job explaining himself. I'm like, he explained his opinion and what he believed in. He didn't say it had to be yours. And that's why I'm talking, from him to Joe Rogan.
Matt could have done a little bit better, but again, I don't think he really... Like, Joe did a pretty poor job of phrasing the question, too. Because I think Matt thought he was answering, but also wasn't just, like, going to bed with it, you know what I mean?
I feel like Matt, as a commentator, is probably better if he has time to research versus being on the spot.
He's not like Ben in that
No,
respect.
Ben is a computer. He can just pull
Ben's
information
one of
up
a kind.
in like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
He has been taking the clear pill from, what was it?
The clear pill.
Or is it blue pill from, what's the movie? Limitless.
Oh, I don't...
Don't tell me you've never seen Limitless,
No.
dude.
Nope.
Oh, that is a great
But speaking
financial
of
movie.
Yeah, but speaking of movies, for those of you that are just now joining or missed this, next week we're gonna do a deep dive. Hey, that's a fun play on words. I didn't even think of it. We're gonna do a deep dive
We're gonna go swimming.
on the movie Titanic. And actually, I don't think I've uploaded the clip yet, but I'm gonna upload that clip probably tomorrow of my. Well, that one's already on the internet. But anyway, I have some fairly controversial theories about the movie Titanic. I wouldn't even call them theories. I just call them like interpretations.
Why is it 85 in here?
It's warm, yeah.
Warm. Oh, it was turned all the way up. That's why.
Well, that'll do it.
I was like, why is it?
Why?
Why
is it spicy?
Like, Jesus. Jesus, Lord, have mercy on my sins. I'm burning up.
Here, I thought it was the Holy Spirit. It's just a damn heater.
Ooh, dog.
Actually, that feels pretty good.
My wiener's cooking.
Well, I think my wiener's cooking, fellas.
All right, where are we going with that?
I was going to say, next week, we'll be doing a deep
Titanic.
dive on the movie Titanic, and I'm probably going to offend some people. The only thing that I ask is wait until my theory is complete, and then, before you slay me in the comments, go watch Titanic with that in mind, and then you can tell me how I'm wrong. But don't just be like, that's misogynistic. First of all, it was 1912. Honey, fucking... I don't know what they call those undergarments, so just be like, unbunch your long underwear there.
Your garter.
Your garter. Give one. Actually, I think it was more than that, but...
I don't know what it's called.
I don't either.
Do you know what you're looking at? I have no idea.
Zed, not Z.
It is fucking hot here.
It's very hot.
I had a heater on and it decided to stay on.
Well, listen,
turned off.
we started this episode wanting to talk about censorship, and we ended up talking about Canada.
Hey.
Hey.
Oh.
So if you got a problem with it, blame Canada.
Son of a bitch. I like maple syrup on my
Hey,
biscuits.
they're not even a real country anyway.
Oh,
No, it's from the song.
what a jerk.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Peter. Well, what else we got? I think we kind of botched it. Botulism.
Yeah, we pretty well fucked this one up.
Botulism.
Well, no, we did talk about censorship. We did talk about Project Veritas.
We talked about everything we wanted.
We did, yeah, we really did.
And
And
then
then
have a lot to say about it.
see, like, but seriously, we want more conversations like that, and then we'll just have you on the fucking podcast. Hey, buddy. I didn't mean to call you buddy, like in the Canadian sense.
Douchebag.
Hey, you fucker.
He's turning into Matt Walsh over here.
How?
I don't know.
I've never
Being
heard
a
him call.
douchebag.
I've never. Oh, I can be.
Oh.
Oh, you.
Oh,
Oh. Have you watched Velma?
No.
Don't.
I heard it was bad, but
Dude,
I was like,
here's the thing. I don't normally hate watch things, and I'm not hate watching it. I'm,
you did that?
No. I was pure curiosity.
I thought about it.
And then I finished watching the first episode, and I was just like, I don't think this can get worse. Guess what? It gets worse. And I'm marveling at how bad this show is. And I can't look away. It's like a car wreck. I'm just literally like, this cannot get any worse. And then it gets worse.
I tried to watch Wednesday. It's not bad.
Oh, I hated it.
I couldn't get into it. It was really weird.
It's
I did
not a
like
good show.
what's his face was her dad though.
Oh God, I know his name too. I'm just blanking on it.
I mean,
Luis
because-
Guzman.
Yeah, because I mean
Guzman?
the dude's last name is what's
Okay.
Wednesday's last name?
Adams.
No.
Jenna Ortega.
What was his what was her dad's
Gomez.
name?
Adams.
Gomez Adams.
Okay, so I'm about to burst people's bubbles here. I know. Technically speaking, the original character of Gomez Adams was not from Latin America. He was
white man.
Castilian Spanish. And that's not
Oh.
the original Gomez Adams had no defined nationality. He didn't even have a name. That name didn't come about until the first episode of the first TV series in the 60s, I believe. And the actor portraying him, he got to pick between the names Gomez or there's a blog on rtmedia.org where I touch on this. And it's funny. I had fun with that blog post because it was literally like how Wednesday's commentary. Actually, what is the title? Because I can't remember now off the top of my head. Thank you for that.
I can't take it anymore. The heater.
Oh, that feels so good.
The heater destroyed us. It was like the heat of Kings Island that year.
Oh man, that was rough.
It wasn't that bad. I think we were the only ones to not complain.
Well, we were busy riding roller coasters, having fun.
Yeah. Not throwing up or sitting down.
Hey, listen, you can throw up and sit down at home. We got
You
shit
can
to
die on your own time. Get the fuck up.
We got shit to do. Okay, so the blog title is How Wednesday Inadvertently Points Out What's Wrong with Social Media.
People would just find something out of nothing.
You should really go check out the blog. I mean, I'm not trying to toot my own horn.
They tried to say the same thing about Nope by Jordan Peele. And I was like, it was just a bad movie. There's nothing special.
Okay, so I'm going to
It wasn't bad.
read point number 3, which is,
I like point number 1.
well, point number 1.
That's Chevelle for anyone who's a fan.
Oh, well, point number 1 is that the Wednesday dance videos aren't even playing the right song.
They played like all kinds of different songs.
They played
all
the primary one is a remix of a Lady Gaga song, and you should just go read the blog.
I'm talking about the one with the old Wednesday dancing.
Oh no, I'm talking about the new one where the Jenna Ortega choreographed. Which, God, the internet's gonna cancel me for this. Like, listen, I get that she choreographed it. I mean, was it that good? I'm sorry. I feel like the guy in the movie Friends with Benefits when he points out how Captain Sully, like the plane did most of the work, and everybody's like, "You're an asshole," and he's like, "I'm sorry, the plane did most of the work." But anyway, so point number 3. The Addams family isn't Latino. Or at least they aren't exclusively Latino. Before calling for my tarring and feathering, read on. One of the many talking points about Wednesday when it was announced was people being allegedly upset at Gomez Addams being played by Luis Guzman. I really don't know how to unpack this, but after seeing a TikTok video with some obnoxiously self-righteous and likely college freshman girl said, "Where do you think Gomez came from?" I feel inclined to open the bag.
We're about to get bum rushed by a doggy.
Ooh, boy.
Maybe.
So let's start with old Gomez. First, Gomez is a Spanish name. Spain is in Europe. So based on the name alone, there's nothing concrete. The argument for Gomez being Latino seems to come from his portrayal in the 1991 film by Puerto Rican actor Raul Julia.
Rahul.
But Jake, I hear you say, if he has a Spanish last name, doesn't that make him Latino? Scoob!
Oh, puppy had to come say hi.
I like Scoob.
What's up, buddy?
How can you not like pit bulls?
We are our new dog. She's a psycho.
Just wait till she gets half her
All right, go on,
regular
Scoob.
size.
Go on, bub.
I don't have any Scooby snacks, man. And
Hi, Ruby.
Oh, all the puppies.
This is our newbie.
Puppers. I know. Oh, don't you start too. You're just copying now.
All the doggies decided to come in.
Puppers.
She's supposedly Newfoundland and Shepherd.
Oh, she's a newfie. Look at this.
Look at
these.
these paws.
And how old is she?
She is 7, almost 8.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say more 7.
Hi there. Oh, you're getting the big stretch.
Say they just went out and went potty.
This one will go viral. Hi there. Hi there.
So,
Hi, buddy. Oh, buddy.
oh, she's got to hold the mic. What do you got to say?
What is it with us and dogs and microphones?
Oh, hey there. All right.
Scooby and Ruby Roo.
Hey, call your mama.
I haven't met you yet. Come here. Oh, was that a yawn or a bark?
What do you yeah, careful.
You trying to French me? Hey, you. I am. Oh.
Oh my gosh. Nora, dude, your breath smells like poopy.
You're your puppy, Ralph. Yeah. Yeah. Are you trying to eat me or look at me? I can't tell.
She will eat you.
She will. She's going.
She will find you and she will eat you.
I know. Oh, you got that puppy breath. You got that puppy breath.
She's got very sweet eyes, but she is not the
She's a
smartest.
monster. Don't quite have this licking thing down yet, do you? I
She's
know.
like, hey,
Here.
hey,
Hey.
hey, hey.
Go potty. Oh. All right. Now going on to getting canceled, because I was almost to the point.
Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
I'll continue dazzling them. All right. I'll back up. The argument for Gomez being Latino seems to come from his portrayal in the 1991 film by Puerto Rican actor Raul Julia. But Jake, I hear you say, if he has a Spanish last name, doesn't that make him Latino? There's certainly a debate there, but if we're going with the dictionary definition of Latino, Gomez would have to hail from Latin America, which isn't Spain. Furthermore, Gomez is a surname in Spanish, but Gomez is his given name. His family name is Addams. Funnily enough, there's no controversy over Gomez's name throughout Latin America because his name isn't even Gomez in the Hispanic American dubs. His name is Homero. In addition to the problematic name origin, his name wasn't originally supposed to be Gomez. When the first television series was being developed, the characters had no names. The decision for Gomez's name was left to the actor portraying him to choose between Gomez or Rapelli, which is Italian. Actor John Astin, who incidentally is Sean Astin's father, Sam! Yeah, small world.
Wow.
Actor John Astin chose Gomez. It was during this television series that the Gomez character was fleshed out and distinctly identified as Castilian Spanish, both by Gomez himself and his wife Morticia.
That explains the black.
Morticia, incidentally, often refers to Gomez as Bubala, which is either Yiddish or Bavarian German for darling. It's also worth noting that Morticia is known to speak French. All of these linguistic quirks suggest that she is of some sort of European and or Jewish ancestry. Speaking of Morticia, in Wednesday, she is portrayed by Catherine Zeta-Jones. Jones is often mistakenly identified as a Latina actress, but I hate to burst your bubble, she's Welsh. Technically Welsh-Irish, but still far from Latin American.
You should have known that.
That is one part of the Wednesday blog post on artemedia.org. I highly recommend you read it because I actually had a lot of fun being obnoxious and researching that for days. I don't like the Addams Family.
I like Beetlejuice better. Like back in the day when we had those cartoons on the air.
The Beetlejuice cartoon was superior to the Addams Family cartoon.
Definitely. I did watch the Addams Family cartoon.
I'd seen it, but I've never been a big fan. Oh!
That's the only thing.
It's like 3 copyright strikes in one. The Beetlejuice cartoon was superior.
The Beetlejuice cartoon.
Although, fun fact,
Calm down.
the Beetlejuice cartoon always reminded me of Craig. I don't know why.
Craig? Oh,
Yeah.
our friend?
Yeah.
Craig.
Like, really think about it.
Come on, Craig. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
He was wound.
that's what I'm
I
saying.
forgot about that. I was like, I know I've always been wound, but I was like, I was never.
Like,
that
he's
wound.
kind of a cross between the cartoon Beetlejuice and Beavis.
Yeah.
And listen, I mean this in the most, like, friendly way possible. But
Yeah, because he's a great dude.
he's awesome. Entertaining as hell growing up.
And he's an electrician now, so thank you for your service, because that shit's scary.
Yeah, no shit.
I worked with a box once, and...
Did I ever tell you the story about when I got electrocuted from a box?
No, that's
Oh, this is
scary.
good. And it wasn't anything stupid I did. I've been electrocuted twice. Once was stupid and one was not my fault. This was the latter. So we were moving out of our old warehouse and we had one cabinet display that had an outlet in it. And should have been real easy, but we were taking the cabinets out, so I had to basically take the outlet cover off and take the outlet out so that we could move the cabinet out. And then, well, I had flipped the breaker for that room, turned it off.
It was not connected to
Nope.
the breaker in that room.
Nope. Yeah. So I take the plate off, unscrew the screws on the outlet to hold it into the wall. Go to grab the outlet. I didn't get blown back, but I threw myself back into the desk.
Fuck?
Like literally, and I was just like, turn it all off. Because I was not expecting that.
Oh! Oh!
Mauve.
Mauve.
Ooh, it's not fun. Like, and that was nothing. Harry, I'm coming up.
Woof. Poof.
Oh God, I'm blanking on the actor's name.
Daniel.
Daniel?
Yeah. Daniel something. Daniel Stern.
Yeah, you're right. Daniel Stern. His screams, man. Comedy gold.
Yes.
Oh, the dogs.
I already did.
Oh,
Gotta call him.
you sure they win?
I don't know. Send them up.
Send them up.
Don't send in the clowns.
Release the hounds.
You know what I've been listening to a lot lately? Before we get into that,
What?
Backyard Barbecue.
That's where I thought you were going.
All right, and now for a word from our sponsor.
Well, we already did. I figured we were going to wrap it up because now
that's fine.
we've gotten to the rambling portion of the podcast,
Rambling,
which is some of the more entertaining parts of it. But wait. Thank you again for checking out the Average Intelligence Podcast. Hopefully you're a little bit less average and a little bit more intelligent. I just played the Springs for you on accident.
Bruce Springsteen. Only in America. Okay.
Runaway American dream.
Something in the way. No.
Vengeance.
That's pretty good. Vengeance.
Actually, I think that's going to be a clip, that whole bit we did. Where it's like, if he came in here and just beat the shit out of me, he's like, who are you? I'm Vengeance.
Dude,
that would be hilarious.
We need a clip like that. When they're like, I did nothing wrong. Vengeance.
Anyway, like I said, thank you for joining this episode of the Average Intelligence Podcast. Hopefully, really, hopefully, you're a little bit less average and a little more intelligent. We tried, probably failed, but we tried. As always, be sure to like and subscribe if you have not already, and share this with everyone you know. Be obnoxious about it.
Also, check out the shorts.
Yes, check out the shorts, because
They're
we are
100%
not
polyester.
We are not in bed with big tech.
Tech.
Big tech.
Big tech.
We're not in bed with big tech.
No.
We're not in bed with big tech. We're just really good friends. No, we have to use these platforms because we don't have $50 million over the course of 4 years.
Yeah.
But if you prefer, be sure to check out the Rumble page if you want to stick it to YouTube, which me telling you to go to Rumble on YouTube kind of defeats the purpose, because, if you hate YouTube, you wouldn't be watching it on YouTube, and therefore would already be on Rumble.
If you're on Rumble,
check
it out.
So you wouldn't know that we were on Rumble unless you were on both, in which case then you're a two-timing whore. Yeah.
And what you need to do is definitely check it out, because we will have Rumble-only content.
Well, out of necessity. Including the infamous, because it wasn't up for very long, the infamous Flying with Delta Mask Required podcast, which you can still check out on the audio streaming platforms, but you do miss out on some of the physical comedy that takes place in there until it's uploaded to Rumble. And those audio streaming platforms include, but are not limited to, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon, what's their routine? Audible,
Anchor.
iHeartRadio, Anchor.fm, Spotify. There's more. Pocket Casts, Radio Public.
Podcasts are us.
Actually, Podcast Addict is actually one of them. Yeah, so.
My bad.
If there is a Podcast or us, we're probably on it. And we're on other stuff, but honestly, they keep adding platforms and I don't know. So, but actually, Podcast Addict is apparently very big because we just got huge view spikes on some of our episodes from them. Like the Morbius one got like 30 views in a day.
That's pretty decent.
I know, and it came out of nowhere. But yes, so all those. And then be sure, I'm serious, guys, it's the perfect Valentine's Day gift, because what chick doesn't like candles? And as he can, let's time this. Tell me when you can smell it.
1,000, 2,000, 3,000.
There it is.
No, not yet. There it is. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
It was like 4.5, 5 seconds.
About 4.5, 5 seconds for 3 ounces.
But I also have bad sinuses.
Oh, there you go. And then, honestly, the bigger ones are usually instant.
Gosh, and it lingers.
But if you need a Valentine's Day gift, or any gift for any occasion, just get her a candle. Just get her a candle, damn it. And you're supporting an American company. Everything's made by hand right here in America. Even the soy that they use in their wax is farmed in America. We can verify this. Everything that goes into these is made in the USA. It even says, you can't see it, but there's a sticker on the bottom that says proudly made in America. So support America by subscribing to the Average Intelligence Podcast, buying Stevie Wicks candles, and getting high with your friends at OMG CBD.
At 9:35, 2nd Street in Columbus, Indiana.
And incidentally, is it or is it not true that you can pick up your Stevie Wicks candles at OMG CBD?
You can.
Wow. Oh my, whoa! It's like we're in another world.
We are.
You are. He's flying. Anywho.
Not that bad.
Well, I think we've had enough fun for one.
keep going. Ah!
DBZ Abridged already did that joke when Goku's going through the heart thing.
Oh, when
they have the whole running gag where Yamcha's like clocking his screams.
I'm rewatching Super right now, and I don't know why I'm not watching Abridged.
I don't know either because it's way funnier. Anyway, rambling again. Go home.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a good night. Send them up.